Okay, the race will be delayed for a few minutes because of one of the drivers having connection issues. They're just rejoining. Just a heads up, the race will begin soon. We just got some problems over here. Okay, we are starting. Okay, now we're starting. So, welcome to Division 5. Of course, I shouldn't be here, but I'm filling in for little Mikey because he cannot commentate today. You usually hear me on the Division 2 streams. I'm not shouting them out, I'm shouting this out. We are Division 5. Well, this is Division 5. And so, as typical Belgium, it is raining for qualifying. But at least it isn't Belgium 2021, but it's rain. No one likes rain. So what can the 7km 1910 course do to us this week? It's provided many great racing over the years, and hopefully it brings good racing for this division. As one of the McLarens are going out, that's Schreiber, I don't know how to pronounce that, whatever his name is. He is now coming out of the pit lane as long as the Silver Arrow, one of them, and a Alfa Romeo is going out on the inters, so it's a bit of a dryish start. Gunnar and Wardy and Schreiber are on their out laps currently. Gunnar's going to have the slipstream of Schreiber if he keeps close enough to him. Rallier is now on their out lap, so is Dark, Ralph. So let me just... there we go. Sorry about that. So yeah, anyways, everyone's on their most people are on their out laps now. And we're waiting for people to get around the track because it is 7.02 kilometers long, which, fun fact, it's out of the FIA regulations. A track should be under 7 kilometers long, but being Spa has been on the calendar for many years and it provides great fan base, they've left it in, and it still provides good racing, as you can see. But we haven't got to the racing yet. As everybody's still on their out laps, we've got to focus on Schreiber, who's coming closer and closer to the end of the lap so he can begin his hot lap. Touch on the grass a bit there. Now it comes up to the chicane of turns 18 and 19. The number 2 driver is going to start his hot lap. There's a car around. It's Reliot. Don't know what happened there, but I think they're totally fine from it. Yeah, they are totally fine. But anyway, Schreiber now begins his hot lap coming into turn 1, the hairpin of turn 1. Gets through it just fine. A bit slow, but it's raining, what do you expect? Gunnar is behind on their out lap. On their hot lap. Tom is also on their hot lap. Charlie is also on their hot lap, coming through Eau Rouge. Oh, he's invalidated it. What about Gunnar? Can Gunnar do better? Yes, he does. He gets past Eau Rouge. Pretty fine. Now coming up into the split off. He sets purple sector 1 because of Schreiber's miscalculation of Eau Rouge. As he comes down to the downhill section, which was added a few years after the original road section because it was ruled out because of safety reasons, since it's literally going past people's houses and drivers kept crashing into them, causing the house owners damage. So anyways, he's now coming into the fast hander, goes a bit wide. There's a slow Alpha Tauri up there. It's relay on a slow lap. Anyways, back to Gunnar, who's coming closer and closer to the end of their lap. They're coming down to the bottom of the hill section before they will begin to climb again. He gets purple sector 2, obviously, as he is the first to actually do a hot lap. There is Schreiber being chased by Gunnar. As the Alfa Romeo goes a bit wide, does not invalidate, luckily for him. Coming into the chicane. Does he get any oversteer? A little bit, not too much, as he comes up to the line. He's going to set a 156.029. Who's going to beat that? Wardy is with a 155.980. Laps are now going to be put in. Tom only puts a 58, Dark puts a 57. Anybody else? Reliot does. Oh, there's a car around. No, it wasn't. Never mind. What that was. The car's coming up to a ridge. Hammer sets the fastest time in the Ferrari. Some people go and do a slow laps up on the straight. He decides to do another lap. And this is confusing. There are two cars with the number 2. You've got Hammer in the Scuderia, and you've got Scheiber, who's also got the number 2, so that's a bit of confusion. Two cars with the number 2. Perhaps they forgot to change their numbers. We don't know who's the rightful owner of number 2. I need to do something, so I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So Hammer's now coming up to the line. Is he going to improve his time? Yes, he does, a 54.765. Scheiber's now P2, as he gets a 55.3. There's an Aston coming up to the line, I think. That is just Jens Hoffer. Never mind, that's his teammate, BV. As he, I think, is setting his first lap. And he invalidates turn 1. How sad can that be? Corner with barely any cutting, and he invalidates it. Also, he has to watch out for the Williams on a hot lap behind. That's Benny. Never mind, that's an Alpine. Skipper is now on his hot lap. Currently coming up to turn 18, the chicane of turns 18 and 19. Is he going to mess up at all? Well, he has a 5-grid penalty for collision with Scheiber. What happened there? He and Scheiber has come together, and he's probably not happy about it. He's driving on the grass to probably avoid the Mercedes on their hot lap. That was dark. So chaos already ensuing at Spa. I see Scheiber going slowly. Nearly gets in the way of Jens Hoffer. Also nearly gets in the way of Hammer. He needs to go a bit more right to avoid him. Thank God it wasn't dry, or he would have been collided into. Charlie sets P2 at 155.312. Nobody yet is able to catch Hammers in the 154s. Nobody else on grid has broken the 150s, 155s, except him. So hopefully for him, he can stay there in P1 Is Schreiber coming in? Yes, he is coming in. As the Red Bull of Comsite, who's composite? I don't know how to pronounce that. Well, they're coming into the pit lane. Ralph is also out right now on a lap. He probably is on a hot lap in the Williams. Coming down to the fast left-hander. I can't remember what the corner's called, but it's quite death if you touch that high curve, because once you touch it, there's no coming back. Your car will go into a wall or around near a wall. There's a lot of yellow sectors currently. There's a bit of a glitch. Oh, Benny! Benny's round! Nobody's near him so I can see the car, but Benny spun round and he's in the wall. And he stays 16th, unless Relay and Nerdy are out on laps. So unluckily for him, he is starting back of the grid, as Robsu sets a 1:54.790, not far off Pulp's time. So if he was a bit quicker, he would have got pole position off the back. How's Jens Hoffer doing? Jen now nearly finishing his lap. He's not in a slow lap, as I see his ERS going down. Coming into turn 18. Doing it well. He goes into the pit lane, never mind that. Dark is on an out lap. No, Dark's on his hot lap. Schreiber's came out of the pit lane. So hopefully he doesn't cause a nuisance for Dark. He's giving the guy space. Probably annoyed. Oh, he's invalidated his lap. He's probably annoyed that he went side by side with him. But Schreiber's now chasing after him for his slipstream. The Mercedes teammate of Wardy is now coming down on the downhill section. On board with him, he is behind a Aston. I think that's BV. There's a Ferrari going slowly. That's Hammer, because he's the only Ferrari on grid right now driving. Woody being careful on the lap, coming down to the kind of straight. Coming into turn 17, the fast flick of left-hander. There's a random sector 2, but no one's there. As Woody comes down to the chicane of turn 18 and 19. And he comes up to the line. Doesn't invalidate on his going wide. He doesn't improve. He sets a 2-minute lap. Don't know what happened there. Nerdy's now on his hot lap, coming up to the line. Goes P6 with a 1:55.583. Good for him. Rob Sue is in the pit. Hammer is out on a lap right now, actually. On board with him, coming up to Eau Rouge. Fans love the sight of this. I think he's on a hot lap since his ERS is going down. He doesn't invalidate, luckily for him. He shifts down because he thought he was going to go wide. There's 4 minutes left of qualifying, but he comes down into the downhill. He doesn't improve by much. He misses out by 1500ths. There's a slow house going down. Oh, he goes wide and invalidates his lap. He'd probably be trying to stick it on pole, but unluckily for him, Robsu is now on his out lap, trying to get the slipstream of I swear I have like something wrong with me. Composite. So he's getting the DR slipstream of him. Too many technical words for me. Anyway, so he's on his hot lap right now in the Red Bull, trying to improve. He's been pushed down to 8th for some reason. I don't know who it was that pushed him down because I wasn't paying attention. Anyways, coming into the fast left and now hopefully he doesn't lose the car and doesn't invalidate. He does neither of those, so he is fine. Now coming down into the S. Before the double right-hander. I don't know the names of these corners. But he improves his time by 3/10. So he's on a flyer here. He'll go maybe P5, P4. P5, P4-ish. The two Mercedes are behind each other. Dark and Wardy. Back to composite. Coming up to the chicane of turn 18 and 19. Hopefully he does well coming on the exit. Yes, he does. Comes over the line. Only goes P7. Doesn't improve by much in the last sector. Down to the silver arrows. Wardy is going slow. But Dark is not. He's committing for the rest of this lap. Anyways, he's coming down to the last turns. He's going up to turn 17, which is the quick left-hander. Scheiber, I think, is that Manic? That's yeah, that is Scheiber. Scheiber is right behind him, getting closer and closer to Dark. Hopefully, Scheiber is also on a lap. Dark jumps out of the way. BV is disqualified. He must have spun and then went round. He tried spinning the car around and he is now out of the session because of it. Unluckily for him. Says his car is now parking up at a marshal position. Unluckily for him, he is out of qualifying and he's last place because he was disqualified. That is like putting sanitizer on a stingy wound. That is not nice. Oh, Nerdy goes into Eau Rouge, but he fails his lap. And now he's on a slow lap. Hammer's coming up into Eau Rouge. There's traffic up above, so he's got to be careful about it. Scheiber's out! Let's go on board with Hammers once again to see the wreckage of Scheiber. And so is Man Like Donkey, he's out. There's going to be problems in front. Relay jumps out of the way. There are 4 people out in qualifying. Both McLarens, one of the Alpines, and one of the Aston Martins. But alas, 2 minutes 30 left. Who can set their laps in? There's only time for about 1-2 laps. 3 if you're very lucky. As they come up, as Hammers comes up to the line. Well, he's in turn 17 right now. It's a quick left flick. Now downshifts into turn 18. Coming into turn 19. Comes up to the line. Will he improve his time? Yes, he does. Sitting on pole currently with 1:54.314. Nerd pit, so he's probably going to sit out with the rest of qualifying because of this. Guna is also on a lap. Never mind, he's out in the pit lane. On board with Robsu, who was P2 before, now he's been pushed down. He's probably gonna, yes, he is committing for his hot lap. And he comes up to the line. Goes P2 as qualifying is finished. Well, the game recognised that these people can get one more. No, that qualifying was officially finished. Who's still driving? Skipper is still driving. Never mind, he invalidated his lap. As Skipper is the last person driving, will he go up to the line to accept the rest of the session? No, he's going to come into the pit lane and put the car in. Well, it saves the AI for doing it. So, Hammers UK for the Scuderia Ferrari team lines up on pole. The Mercedes team not having a good day, being 14th and 15th, behind Man Like Donkey and Skipper, who is in the Red Bull. So, your top three is Hammers, Robsu and Nerdy Average Gamer. You turn your head sideways for the colours of each team, it looks like a French flag, blue, white and red. So there you are, your top three. Ralliet being deducted 5 positions because of a contact with Schreiber early on. But that's it for qualifying, and I'll see you in the race. Okay, good news for the drivers. It is a dry race, I believe. We are starting off dry, and I'm guessing it will be dry for the entire session. Hopefully. But we've got 25 seconds till we start the race. But apart from that, Discord is having a bit of a chat with each other. But we are now on a formation lap. So I will now close Discord and I will tell you your grid order. Lining himself on pole, it is Hammers UK for the Scuderia Ferrari team. Behind him is the Haas of Robsu, followed up by Nerdy Average Gamer in the Alpine, Guna 18 in the Alfa Romeo, and Relay Luca, who lines himself 5th for the Alfa Tauri team. Schreiber, who crashed out in qualifying, is 6th because nobody beat his time. Charlie F1 is 7th for the Alfa Tauri. Jens Hoffer is 8th for the Aston Martin team. Ralph is 9th for the Williams team. Composite is 10th for the Red Bull team, followed by Skipper, his teammate. Relliot is 12th, his teammate further up a grid. He's further down. Man Like Donkey also crashing out in qualifying. He is lining up himself up on 13th because of it. Dark Knob and Wardy are 14th and 15th for the Mercedes team. The Haas of Tom Putty is 16th. Benny Bono, who is 17th, is for the LP team, and lining himself up last is BV because he got disqualified from qualifying. So that is your grid. Hammers UK is now just finishing the pack of the grid, and soon we will begin racing. People keep telling each other in Discord not to punt each other to the death of the Shadow Realm, but I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that we will have a few crashes in turn 1. Write your predictions down in chat, thinking that there might be if there's going to be crashing in turn 1, because let's face it, turn 1 is the best corner because there's always action. So Hammers UK lining his Ferrari up on first. Pole position for him. Robsu behind. We will watch BV as he lines up, because once he hits the back of the grid, we will begin racing. As a matter of time before the AI takes over. There it is. "11 people now watching. They're getting really excited for the first lap. BV's now lining the car up on grid. He's starting on the mediums, probably going for the long strat. One, two, three, four, 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go for the Belgian Grand Prix. BV getting a good start as they bunch up for turn 1. There's going to be death, ladies and gentlemen. Is there going to be death? I don't see any. There isn't any death. Some people go wide. Some cars are sparking. Coming up to Eau Rouge, the Ferrari of Hammers leading the pack. Still nobody has crashed. Never mind. There is a purple sector 1. That is a McLaren. No, that's Charlie. Charlie spun. He is now last place. No, sadly there's no safety car for him. 69. Anyways, coming back to the action, Hammers UK being chased down by Robso and Guna as they're coming down to the downhill section. Skipper being chased by the Mercedes of Dark Knob. He probably just got a warning, so that's not good for him. There's a car around. It's Robso. He got too cocky and went too close to the curb, and now, sadly, he is behind everybody except Charlie. Oh, rubbed salt into the wound. He got 10-second time penalty for extending track limits. He was only trying to rejoin the race. BV is quite slow right now, and so he's caught up to BV. But Robso has rubbed salt in the wound. The game did not like him, and now Hammers UK set a 2-second lead on Guna as they finish the first lap. The fastest lap will not be necessary for now, and I forgot to do tyres. There you go. Sorry. Anyways, there's only one driver on the hards, and that's Tom. Dark is on the pit lane. Is he getting a new wing? Yes, he is. Dumping himself onto the softs. He is now last place. Coming up to Eau Rouge. Oh, it was Relay Luca. I thought I saw him going round. I thought that was just my eyes deceiving me. And the VSC is coming out. Oh, there's another car. That's BV. He is also out. 2 cars in the exact same spot. Out. That was a hard hit. None of the cars are on track on their wreck, so we don't need a safety car full. See, them two are out of the race now. So the cars have been slowed down. Okay, just fiddling with that. So we'll begin racing soon. Scheiber is now P3 after a chaotic start. He is to overtaken Nerdy, who was P3 before, now he is P2. Scheiber has a drive-through penalty for speeding under the VSC. He started speeding up too early. Luca has left the session, but Scheiber has not had a decent day so far. crashing out in qualifying, starting 6th. He's now 3rd, but ignore that, as he's got a drive-through penalty, and he has to serve it in the next 3 laps, without a fear of being penalised with a time penalty that will be hitting harder than getting punted into the shadow realm. And he serves it immediately, doesn't want any questions asked. He's got 20-ish laps remaining, and you hear the people going down. So anyways, carrying on, we're on board, we're not on board, we're watching Composite chasing after Ralph, coming up to Eau Rouge. Doing it beautifully. Down the straight, DRS is activated. Why does Ralph have DRS but Composite doesn't? Never mind, he did. DRS is activated. No one was able to get an overtake from that. Watching Ralph. Anyways, yeah, we're watching Ralph being chased by Composite. Scheiber's race is not going well. Has a 3-second time penalty from multiple warnings, considering extending track. But my friend, you are basically back of the grid. Hammers UK coming up to the line. He'll be able to set the fastest lap as we are now fully racing. And yes, he does set the fastest lap. Gunnar says no, he takes the fastest lap. Tom was round. Tom spun, and now Schreiber is overtaking him. Oh, his tyres aren't liking it. Dark is catching. Back watching Jens. Who's the closest? Dark Norbert sets the fastest lap, denying Gunnar of having the fastest lap. Nerdy goes a bit deep on both turns. He's going to lose time from that. Gunnar is 2 seconds away from Hammers, but so Nerdy, except he's double that, which is 4 seconds, and now he's holding everybody up because of it, giving them dirty air. Jens Hoffer is nearly 1 second behind him. But now that's changing as he's got closer. There's an overtake. Benny overtakes Skipper. Skipper does not try again for a comeback. And he goes a bit wide, so Reliot's going for a move, going around the outside. Dark Knob has a 3-second time penalty. There's a car around, that's Rob. I'm getting confused. Anyways, man like Donkey did an outside move, and Max Verstappen, although that was the wrong corner. Someone goes wide, slows down, that's Skipper. Oh, he hit the pit entry. May have potentially got wing damage from that. There's Scheiber. I think he did get wing damage from before. Yeah, he did. Because I couldn't see it, but he apparently got wing damage. There's another magic wind spawns inside that wing. Hammers is having the time of his life ahead, but he still has to worry about the Alfa Romeo of Gunnar. But apart from that, he'll be just relaxing. Probably thinking about what he's going to do when the next game comes out. Lap 5 out of 22 currently. So I'm going to give you an update on the standings, well not standings, the current positions. Hammers is first, Gunnar in second, Jens Hoffer in third, Nerdy Average Gamer in fourth, Ralph in 6th, Composite in 7th, 6th, sorry, got that wrong. Ralph is in 5th. Benny is in 7th, Wardy is in 8th, Man Like Donkey is in 9th, 10th is Reliot, 11th is Scheiber, 12th is Charlie F1, Robsu is in 13th, Dark Knobs in 14th, Tom Putty is in 15th, and Skipper is in 16th. The grid opens up as gaps form because of a small bit of chaotic start. Watching Nerdy being chased by Ralph. Ralph is too far for a send. As they come up to turn 1, was that someone going deep? No, it wasn't. Anyways, up to turn 1. They're doing a good job coming up to Eau Rouge on board with Ralph. Sorry for the many onboards. I'm just a bit stressed right now. But anyways, Ralph coming down. He's got DRS, but he's being attacked by Composite. Is Composite going to try and move? He's scaring him. Oh, there's a move going on down there. Jens Hoffer goes for a move on Ralph. Not Ralph, Nerdy. They're side by side. He gives the space, but he then pushes ahead, so he doesn't. And Jens has to wait for another opportunity for an overtake. Ralph is getting closed in on by Composite. He's getting hungry. These cars are getting hungry. So they're coming down to the S. They're sticking close to each other, but no action is going on. Gunnar is chasing after Hammers. Still 2.2 seconds behind. It hasn't changed much in these laps. But Hammers UK is now coming up to the line. Oh, Dark Knob's out! As a full safety car is deployed. We didn't see the crash as he was a back marker, and they're not that interesting. We're watching Skipper as he is there, dead. This is a bad sight for Hammers UK. Anyways, as he is being closed in by Gunnar for the SC start, so Gunnar might try and overtake into T1. Full safety car, and I'm thirsty. What's going on with his? Apparently the Delta is 400 plus on the steering wheels. But anyways, I need to go get a drink because I'm thirsty. So I will leave you on board with Hammers as I go get a drink. Okay, I'm back and we've got an interesting sight. Hammers has pitted, as apparently Man Like Donkey did a legal overtake on him. But that's for the game side. Someone's on the inters. Bit of a gambling move. The weather went from sunny to bloody rainy, and there is rain. See, he made the right call. So did Scheiber. Gunnar, on the other hand, he didn't make the right call, and now it's raining. But the weather literally went from sunny to in just a few seconds as the SC opened up. Anyways, Hammers is gonna do a little speed run of trying to catch up to everyone, but we're gonna ignore that. SC's in this lap. Everybody's gonna pit. That's my prediction. It is too wet. So it was a good call by Hammers, Scheiber, that they pit early for the Inters. On board with him, gotta watch it with him on the restart to see how many people was overtaking. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, many more. Another car tries gambling it, but it's Wardy as he spins. And we're racing again, once again. Hammer's getting a good start down into turn 1. Scheiber also getting good overtakes. He's behind Wardy, who's on the who decided to stay out on the mediums, which was, I'm gonna admit, a very poor show. Although I don't know why it keeps saying yellow flags in every sector, because we are racing. SC was in. That's a glitch maybe. Watching Wardy as he's going to go straight to last place because of how slippery. Ooh, how slippery it is. Ah, that's why. Skipper is stuck in the pit lane. I don't know why, but he is sitting there. What are you up to, sir? He is sitting in the pit lane currently. A skipper has left the session. Now he's out of the pit lane. Oh, Ralph had a collision with Wardy. He's got a 5-second time penalty. And I think, yeah, he has wing damage. And another car's around, I think that's Benny. Yeah, it was. But back to Wardy. Watching Kelson to... Oh! He spun around into the wall, but now he's got wing damage. Wardy is not having the best of times right now, but it's worse. Nerdy chasing after Man Like Donkey. action behind, I think. Yes, it is. Ralliot's being overtaking Composite. Composite's got to try maybe at another hand, watching the mirror. He doesn't try again. But he's going to be chasing after Ralliot because of it. I just noticed Ralliot also has the number 2 on his car, so there's 3 cars with the number 2 on them. A bit weird. Doug Knob is talking. I don't know what he's saying. But Hammers UK now completes the lap. There's only 10 laps to go for the Belgian Grand Prix. A bit of a wet end. There's a really nice detail. Fans have umbrellas, as you can see. Fans whipped out umbrellas. Dark Knob has left the session. Schreiber comes down the straight. Doing extremely well. Oh, was that action? Yes it is. Nerdy is chasing Man Like Donkey 51. As he is chasing him. Anyways, Nerdy chasing after Man Like Donkey. Anyways, yes, Hammer, he's Skipper's rejoined. Ah, that's really brightened me up now. He has rejoined. Any second now, he'll get control back to his car. I think he has control. No, he doesn't. Watching that steering wheel, we're waiting for any signs of life. Benny has a 3-second time penalty for oh, what the hell? Benny, oh, that's just Benny has a 10-second time penalty. He went wide, probably to avoid something, and now he's been punished by the game. Why isn't my gap working? Technical difficulties. The gap system has broken for the game. So I'm going to have to leave that off now because the gapping has not fixed itself. Anyways, so Hammer is in first place, leading as he comes into the pit lane, probably presumably for maybe wet tyres, considering Wardy's on the wets. Shabba also comes in. But yes, on my screen is getting very, very wet. As he comes in for a stop, he's going on to the wet tyres. Skipper's left, he's given up on trying to reconnect to his car. But Hammers comes out in first. Yes, everyone is coming in for their tyres. Wardy is going to not get in here, he is far behind. Compensate has a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And because of that, he cannot serve it as he comes in. And now he's out of the pit lane. As his team comes in. Haas of Robsu is now pitting. He's on the wets. Jens Hoffer is going to finish. Coming in front of Benny, who's now pitting. As Benny completes the pit, the AI skipper, not the real him, the AI, is coming into pit. Wets. Gunnar stayed out, which was a bad decision by him, as he is obviously lacking behind. Yeah, so he's coming down to 2-1. Action is not happening. I'm getting very bored. But the show must go on. Charlie, Reliot, and Schreiber's in the pits. Oh, full safety car. Was that caused by Schreiber? No, it wasn't. Who caused this? Oh, Skipper. Did the AI of Skipper literally crash on its own? Yes, it did. As it appears it's doing donuts at the top of the hill. Is it doing donuts? We must watch Nerdy's. Yes, it is doing donuts. What is he doing donuts for? Watching onboard with Reliot. Never mind, the car's been despawned. It was literally doing donuts. The AI of Skipper. So there's been 4 safety cars, 1 virtual, 3 physical. And Schreiber is again penalised. So let's look at the detailed penalties. He is got a drive through. Composite has a 5-second time penalty. Rob Shu has a 10-second time penalty. And Benny has a 13-second time penalty. Unlucky. So, to cheer you all up, to cheer you all up under safety car, let's go have a look at Discord to see what the drivers are saying in their channel. So, let's have a look. Nobody has said anything. So I can't give off entertainment if nobody said nothing. Which is sad. Oh well. Oh. We see why Skipper was stuck in pit lane. So on pit, that's Schreiber. He cannot serve as drive-through under safety car. Still a safety car. Let me just put my device back on charge. Just get a quick pet to my dog and have a quick cheeky sip. So everybody is on the wet. Woody's tyres are 2 laps old now. Has the gap fixed itself? Yes, it has. We have the gap back. So Hammers is behind the safety car. I just realised Wardy's going to be happy the fact the safety car is it, because he can get back towards the grid for free. The game is just... Drop my controller. Anyway, the game has effectively let him back for a free pass. And so, Hammers is on. Why is it on that wrong camera? Hammers is currently still first. He's leading. He's led most of this race. He only went down positions because he pit earlier than everyone onto the intermediates, which was the best strategy he could do. Pitting early. Everyone else decided to stay out. And as a consequence, he is just walked back into first, as it was raining mid-safety car. Rob shows a 3-second time penalty for multiple corner cutting warnings. Unluckily for him. But his sacrifice will not be in vain. We'll be racing probably this lap. Unless the other two can catch up in time, they won't be able to catch. I'm wrapping up to keep warm. Hammer's probably struggling to keep his tyres warm as the track is terrifyingly cold. There may be a few crashes on exit of race. Oh, Schreiber getting a bit close there. The McLaren, who realistically didn't like rain. Nerdy average gamer behind. He's now back in the place he started, which was P3. Charlie F1 lines up 4th. Reliot is 5th still. Guna, who started 2nd, is all the way down in 11th. Woody will catch the pack. Luckily for him, he is celebrating right now. But he has to do the humblesome overtakes of 1, 2, 3, 4 people to get into the points. But all our eyes are going to be on the leader. On board with Nerdy as you see him trying to warm his tyres. I can't read the temperatures. Here is Charlie. Safety car is in this lap, so everyone will slow down. A lot of people have steering wheels. Everyone just desperately trying to warm their tyres before the safety car
Hammer leads the pack, so he could go at any time once the safety car is in. And so we watch him. When will he go? He's going to go soon. He's probably going to try to be tactical and to try to catch him off guard. He goes, and we'll be racing once again here at Spa-Francorchamps. Nobody is round yet. Schreiber going to serve the drive-through. And we're racing, but oh, Rob Stewart goes for an overtake. Composite hangs back for some reason, as he's being overtaken by everyone. Oh, gets a bit close to Jens Hoffer. Jens goes for a send. He switched back. A bit too much of a deep send as he loses 2 positions. Wardy is now on a repush, trying to catch back and try and get into the points. He's just got 2 free overtakes. Gunnar gets a time penalty. They come through Eau Rouge, now coming up to the straight. DRS has been deactivated for many laps, as there's 5 laps remaining, I believe. Or 6 or 5 laps. As Charlie chases after Nerdy. Nerdy chasing after Hammer, who is getting away. What happened to him? Oh, he must have got an overtake on him. But Nerdy is now P2, going up 1 position. Reliot chasing after them, trying to maybe get a 3rd place for the team. Wardy has a time penalty. That's going to really affect him when it comes to getting into the points. Actually, not much, as pretty much everybody except Hoffer has penalties down in the early non-point section. But Ralliet is trying to have a go on Charlie, whose connection is not doing the best at this moment in time. He's getting closer and closer. Charlie goes wise, probably got a warning because of it. As they come down to the chicane, Man Like Donkey chasing after the pair, probably hoping to catch on board with him. There's a sector 3 war. Oh! Someone's died. It was Ben and Gunnar. Gunnar is killed. There's not AI that's driving. But he was killed. And Benny's on the intermediates? What's going on? Or was that 1,000 IQ? Or was it not any IQ at all? But watching Hammers... No, screw that. Watching Man Like Donkey chasing after Reliot, who's chasing after Charlie. Ooh, getting a bit loose there. He saves it. Using ERS to try to catch Reliot in the Alfa Romeo. He's probably out of slipstream. Tom Putty chasing after him. It's getting harder to see because of the rain. Charlie is now 3rd still. Same here as Nerdy, who's in 2nd. There's a car around. It's Benny. He's out of the session. And the race control pushes for a full safety car. He chose the wrong tyres, and because of it, he got killed. He is dead. This is going to be really cool. There's probably going to be 1 or 2 racing laps remaining when the safety car comes in. They're probably going to push the safety car in as quickly as possible so they can have a decent race finish. As Emirates fly better. Anyways, yes, Hammers is told to stay behind it. So here's your current order for the 2 laps remaining as they end the SC, or 1 lap remaining. No, it's 3 laps remaining. Is it 3 laps? Four or 3 laps. So they're not going to have much time to do much. There's going to be a lot of maybe killing or overtaking on this last lap. Not last lap. On these last laps. So here's your current grid with only 13 people remaining. Composite quite far back after dying earlier. Guna getting further away. People are bunching up. Schreiber is quite far back. Hammer UK has been in first place this entire time. Can he keep first? Will they push for a safety car? Not safety car. Will they push for the safety car to be in, or are they keeping it out another lap? We'll find out after this next turn. I see a clip on the curb there. Race control decides for another lap. So there'll be 3 racing laps remaining after this. Including the final lap. So we'll be 3 to go as the safety car comes in. Next lap at least. No, it'll be 2 to go when the SC comes in. This is going to be interesting. There'll be 2 racing laps remaining when the SC comes in. So everybody's going to start growing hungry. And they're going to want to eat positions. Woody, spending most of the time with himself at the back of the grid, is now 9th. A deserving driver of the day move from him. People's tyres are a lot more fresh. So, this is going to be interesting as we go racing again at the end of this lap. So as we come down the downhill, ending it off and levelling out. Oh, it goes a bit wide, it nearly touches the grass, and if he did touch that he would have spun, and that would have been a win out of his grasp, pretty much. Overtakes? What happened to... Oh, Ralph is out. No safety car because of it. The SE is just coming in. Unluckily for him, he is out of the race with 2 racing laps remaining. Watching Hammer fight for positions is going to be very interesting, because Nerdy is going to try to be smart and probably catch up to him, trying to take first and snatch it from the Ferrari of Hammers UK, the only Ferrari on grid. So hopefully for him And Hammer's off. We are racing again, once again here at Spa for 2 racing laps remaining. Nobody is round, I don't think. Nobody is crashed. But Hammers UK running away from Nerdy. Charlie getting a bit wide there. Hammers UK is already a 2-second gap gone, so Nerdy can stop dreaming about a win. But what he can dream about is P2. Oh, he goes a bit wide there for a Rouge. Coming down to the straight. He's going to want to defend against it. Compensates a time penalty, but I don't care right now. Robsu overtakes his teammate. Coming down into the more turny downhill section of the track. Rallier getting really close to Charlie. He's right behind him. You have to have some nerves of steel to keep your cool during this. Because of Rallier distracting Charlie, he's gotten a bit further away from Nerdy. Oh, he goes round nearly. Gives the position to Rallier pretty much. Rallier just got gifted 3rd place. Man like Donkey is trying the inside, but the Haas of Robsu's annoying him. He gets a bit of contact up there. No damage between the two. Tom Putty being chased by Wardy. On board with Wardy. Is he going to try any moves? I don't think so. Touching the curb gets a bit scary during the wet rain, because the game could decide to throw you out at any stage of it. But anyways, back up to the action. Ralliet's in 3rd. Charlie's 1 second behind Man. We're going to watch a man like Donkey, as he doesn't have a penalty. He's going to probably want to try a move soon. When will that move come? His brake's red hot. Robsu wants to also have a go. He does have a go. Going on his outside. Coming into T1. Doesn't have the advantage as he's on the outside. But he's right behind a man like Donkey, getting a bit close. I think there's contact up there. They come up to Eau Rouge. Tom Putty goes a bit wide, and so he's being overtaken by Wardy. But with the action, Robsu's now on the inside. He has the space. He has the time. He goes for the move. And he's... Oh! He doesn't... Man like Donkey does not like the fact he's going for him. As he gives him contact, he is really not liking him. Oh, Robsu's pushing, I think. He had contact with him. The two are fighting. Oh, Scheiber's out of the session. His teammate is out. But we are neither watching the action as a man like Donkey's being chased by Robsu. Robsu's going to try the inside. Doesn't have enough time to send it. Coming into the fast left-hander. Has to come out of it. He's going to try the outside or upside the curb now on the inside of the corner. This is really close battling. Will he get in front? He does get in front. He takes the position from the McLaren driver, but man like Donkey does not have a penalty, so he's just slowed him down. But I don't think... Oh, Tom Petty has a time penalty. But apart from that, I think that's bueno. As we watch our race leader for the entire session, Hammers UK 88, for the Scuderia Ferrari team, as he comes up to the line to win the Belgian Grand Prix. Nerdy Average Gamer getting a podium, with Rallier getting 3rd, Charlie getting 4th, unluckily losing out on the second to last lap. Man like Donkey putting up a good fight against Tom Petty, but well done to Hammers, leading the race for most of the session and coming home to win it. Rallier getting driver of the day, having an extraordinary performance of position gaining. And so, here you are. Hammers UK, our winner. So, an interesting session, if I can see the standings. Please. Everyone's going, but please let me see the standings. No standings? Okay, I'm going to end it off right there. Oh, there was the standings. Bamboozled me. So anyways, an amazing race today. And so, probably won't see me again in Division 5. But I've been Prize 907 Phantom, and you're watching DTR. Goodbye.